as I was listening to everyone here and Nisha as well, I was thinking how we all seem to have the best intentions, right? And share certain values, and how we can make the word come together maybe a bit more. Like I don't know if there are any practical solutions to this. If Yanawawa family would like to speak about that, and then Faye, would be wonderful to hear from you as well as Nisha, because Bless always tries to come up with solutions. So if you could, yeah, share your thoughts on that.
A mudança de hábitos no dia a dia.
So the main thing would be to change our actions in the daily life.
No que você come, no que você fala, no que você ouve.
What you eat, what you talk, and what you listen.
E principalmente na sua relação com o que está ao seu redor.
And most importantly, your relation with your surroundings,
Sua família.
your family.
Esse é o primeiro passo.
That would be the first step.
O segundo passo é você se reconectar com a natureza.
The second step would be for you to reconnect with nature.
Tira um tempo para você tomar banho de mar.
Take some time for you to be able to take a bath in the sea.
Se você está longe do mar, vai até uma árvore mais próxima da sua casa.
If you are far away from the sea, just go to the nearest tree from your house.
Tira o sapato dos seus pés e pisa no chão, na areia.
Take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground. Feel the sand.
Essas coisas simples nos reconectam à natureza, à nossa essência. Quem somos nós?
So those simple gestures, they reconnect us with our true essence, who we are.
E a terceira, não se apegue a nada que é material.
And the third step would be not to be attached to any material thing.
Porque daqui você não leva nada.
Because from this experience here, you won't take anything with you.
Nem quem você mais ama.
Neither the person you love the more.
Imagine objetos.
Not even objects.
E a quarta coisa é que você não pode esquecer em nenhum momento que você é espírito.
And the fourth step would be that you can never forget that you are a spirit.
E a próximo passos, aproveita essa experiência humana é muito única.
And then the next steps would be to enjoy, because this human experience, it's very unique.
Então faça boas escolhas.
So make good choices.
São muitas coisas que eu poderia falar, mas eu vou resumir por aqui.
There is many things I could be saying, but I'm gonna be brief here.
Eu espero que vocês levem algumas dessas para o seu currículo de vida e aplique isso em ações.
I hope that you can take some of those advices to your curriculum of life and make an impact.
A atitude diz muito.
Your attitude says a lot.
Thank you. That really, Faye, if you could translate, that really resonates with me on a personal level, because Sylvia means girl from the woods. That's my name, and I grew up by the river in the woods, and then I moved here 13 years ago, and since then, like, it takes much more effort to remember to go back to the trees, to go back to the nature, and like remind myself who I am as a person. And Nisha, would you like to maybe respond to the question as well? Like, how do you, from your end of things, how do you see more connectivity with the values that were raised today? And I feel like you really support that mission as well from your research point of view.
Yeah, well, thank you. The way that you framed the question at first, it just made me, which is this emphasis on bringing people together. It made me think of something that Uriah Seligman, who's an indigenous philosopher, who has one of her papers I showed briefly on screen. She's emphasized how there's no real relationality or consent or reciprocity under inequality. And that when some people have so much power, like these tech billionaires have today, they're able to control things to an extent that is not in everyone's best interest. And part of bringing people together, well, say, to back up a second, in the psychedelic community, there's such an emphasis on bringing people together that we end up in situations like I showed at Psychedelic Science 2023, where there's almost a bypassing of the real barriers to coming together that I think need to be dealt with first. I think that there's a lot of, tyrants and man children and egos that are taking up a lot of space and controlling the narrative right now. And that has to be boundaried and identified in order to allow other people to be at the table and to be having a conversation. So I think it's really important to have that perspective of how do we get people together. But part of that first means recognizing what are the forces that are preventing that from happening and how do we address those.
Thank you. Andrea, would you like to take off?
Yeah, thank you both. Nisha's research really kind of informed the making of this film. I was kind of cognizant of their work through the right-wing psychedelia paper, and then this came out, I think, right when I was starting to kind of put together this film. And it put a lot of language into what I was noticing in the field and kind of experiencing. And I think between these two presentations, there's a lot to be said between reciprocity and extractivism. And I really wanted to know kind of both of your opinions on ways to move from extractive politics into a politics of reciprocity. I know that's kind of a high in the sky idea in our current state of things, and I generally find myself in critique rather than necessarily creating utopian imaginaries. But I think it's a good question.
É uma pergunta bem complexa.
This is a very complex question
Porque nós precisamos dos recursos naturais.
because we all need the natural resources,
Mas, ao mesmo tempo, o equilíbrio, ela é possível.
but at the same time, the balance is possible.
Porque a ambição humana, ela faz parte de nós. E olhando por outro aspecto, é bom.
Because the human ambition, it's actually that it's something that is on us, it's in us. And if we look at it from another point of view, it can actually be good.
Mas eu penso que não devemos tirar mais daquilo que não necessitamos.
But my thinking is that we cannot take more than what we need.
Derrubar algumas centenas de árvores para a construção de nossas casas não tem nenhum problema.
So if we need some trees to build our houses, that's probably not a problem.
Mas desmatar toda a Amazônia, todo um ecossistema,
But then when we deforest all the forest, all the ecosystems there,
onde é que está tá faltando um consenso ético.
There is a lack of an ethical consensus in there.
E nós temos bons matemáticos.
And we have very good mathematicians.
Cadê Harvard?
Where are they in Harvard?
Cadê os pensadores
Where are the
de
great
Oxford?
thinkers of Oxford, for example?
Eu não acho que é ruim você tirar um material para ter uma composição aérea, para que as naves espaciais, os aviões consigam trazer nós de tão longe.
I don't think it's bad that we extract a little bit of minerals to build airplanes so we can travel all the way here.
Desenvolver navios que flutuam com toneladas de alimentos,
To develop large ships that are navigating the oceans with tons of food.
nós estamos vivendo uma era de globalização, então tudo se correlacionou para isso.
We are living a globalized era, and there are many factors that worked together to bring us here.
E eu vejo que o capitalismo não é o grande problema.
And to me, I'm not sure if capitalism is the biggest problem,
Porque são números. E
because it's about numbers,
não são tangíveis. Dinheiro não é tangível.
and it's not tangible. Money is not tangible.
O que é tangível é a nossa educação.
What is tangible is our education.
E isso é um grande problema, porque a maioria das pessoas compreende o capitalismo e a maioria não.
And this is a big problem because a lot of people understand capitalism and a lot of people don't understand it.
E essas pessoas sabem muito bem como explicar isso para todos nós.
And these people that understand it, they know very well how to explain it to us.
Mas existe uma grande maldade.
But there is a lot of harm,
De destruição da natureza, de nós seres humanos.
a lot of destruction, of nature destruction, of human beings destruction.
Eu não tenho dúvida que isso é espírito demoníaco.
And to me, this is like a demoniac spirit.
Porque a nossa essência humana, nós somos uma natureza.
Because our human essence is actually, we are nature, is the nature essence.
E essa exploração demasiada, essa ambição demasiada, não é nada poética, é desumana.
And all this exploitation, all this ambition, this is not poetic. This is actually unhuman.
Isso tudo é uma questão de poder.
It's about power.
Para sempre, a minoria está sempre com bilhões e a maioria passando fome, sendo destruída.
It's about inequality when the minority have billions and the majority are trying to survive.
Mas isso está se acabando.
But this is coming to an end.
Eu acredito severamente que isso está se acabando.
I strongly believe that this is coming to an end.
Porque a maioria das pessoas já estão despertando a sua consciência espiritual.
Because the majority of people are awakening for their spiritual consciousness.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your voices and your knowledge and your art and your research. I don't have a very precise question, but because also I don't have a lot of knowledge on artificial intelligence, and my knowledge on medicines is also somewhat limited. But from someone who has been exposed to AI on a very mundane daily basis. I'm a student at university. To me, it seems that it presents this instant access to this vast knowledge. And that's a very attractive idea, I think, to some, that there's some sphere that contains a lot of knowledge that we can access through computers and technology. And I can see how people maybe conflate that or mistake that with this idea that you can access knowledge and wisdom through psychedelic medicines. However, the body, that's the big difference, is that there's a body and you ingest medicines and it's a very physical experience. And so I was wondering if Shanehu and his family members and his tribe members could speak of the role of the body in their daily lives and in ritual and yeah, what it means to them. I'm really curious to hear them. And another thing I wanted to say about your film is I thought that was so amazing in your film in this, you know, from what I understood that in the film that it was made through AI. Is that right? Sort of. That the bodies, they seem to disappear, or they seem to be able to disappear. And I find that such an interesting metaphor that in that sphere, bodies are somehow meaningless maybe, or can disappear in an instant. So I just also wanted to say that I found that very interesting.
Nosso corpo já diz que é um templo sagrado.
Our body is a sacred temple.
Você perguntou essa pergunta é do corpo? Corpo nosso?
Mhm.
O nosso corpo, ela tem essa composição de todos os elementos.
Our body has this composition of all the elements.
Esses elementos que estão aqui nesse plano material.
The elements that are here in this material plane.
E a verdade é que nós estamos doentes por exatamente não estar presente mais no nosso corpo.
And the truth is that we are sick exactly because we are not present in our bodies anymore.
Esse é o maior problema.
This is the main problem,
Porque nós estamos desconexos com o nosso corpo.
because we are very disconnected from our bodies.
A maioria dessas pessoas que estão aqui não estão aqui.
The majority of the people who are here, they are not here.
Seu pensamento está em outro canto.
Your mind, your thoughts are somewhere else.
Nós estamos sempre em outro lugar, menos no nosso corpo.
We are always somewhere else, apart from our body.
Não é possível nós sermos felizes sem ter uma saúde física.
It is impossible for us to be happy if we are not in health, in a physical health.
Eu tenho 7 bilhões de euros na minha conta agora. Uma suposição.
Let's suppose I have 7 billions of euros in my account now.
Mas tenho uma doença, um câncer incurável há apenas 6 meses.
But then I have an incurable cancer that I have just only 6 months of life.
Eu vou estar feliz?
I will be happy?
Não.
No.
Eu tenho meu espírito, eu tenho bens materiais, mas o meu corpo não tem disposição para desfrutar. Estou totalmente obeso.
I have my spirit, I have a lot of material belongings, but I don't have the body to enjoy them because maybe I'm obese.
Nós não conseguimos acompanhar nada nesse processo físico, metafísico, espiritual, se nós não tiver o nosso templo bem.
We cannot follow anything in this metaphysical or physical process if we don't have our temple in good conditions.
E essa desconexão estão sempre adeptos a tabaco, que perdeu a essência de ser sagrado,
And in this disconnection, we are sort of like addicted to substances like tobacco, for example, that have lost its sacred essence.
Cigarro tem mais de 4.000 substâncias químicas tóxicas.
A cigarette have more than 5,000 substances that are toxic.
E tem gente fumando 5, 10 carteiras de cigarro por dia.
And there are people smoking like 5 or 10 packs of cigarettes per day.
E o consumo, sem contar o consumo de entorpecente, bebida alcoólica todos os dias.
Not counting all the alcohol that is being consumed every day
E outras substâncias.
and other substances.
Como que vai ter saúde? Como é que vai ter uma disposição física?
How are we going to be healthy? How are we going to be in a good physical shape?
O nosso corpo precisa respirar.
Our body needs to breathe.
Nosso corpo precisa estar presente.
Our body needs to be present.
O nosso espírito.
Our spirit.
E isso é tão óbvio.
This to me is obvious.
Se você não acordar durante o dia e parar um momento para você caminhar,
If you don't wake up
se
and
exercitar,
during the day stop for a walk or to exercise yourself.
precisa de dinheiro?
Do you need money?
Não.
No.
Precisa da sua disposição física, somente.
You need your health. You need your mind.
Mas as pessoas estão tão doentes que não conseguem nem levantar da cama e nem sair do sofá.
But a lot of people were so sick that they cannot even get up in the morning and leave also the bed or the sofa.
A maioria das pessoas estão sentadas ali comendo
The ma-
comidas tóxicas.
majority of people were sitting and eating a lot of toxic food,
E não sai nem para caminhar.
and they don't even go out for a
Sem
walk
motivo, sem inspiração para estudar, para fazer qualquer coisa na vida.
without reason, without any motivation to study or to do things in their lives.
E para essa galera que está inventando essas naves espacial, isso é ótimo.
And for those people that are actually inventing all this artificial intelligence and all the spatial ships, for them this is great.
O nosso corpo é um templo sagrado.
Our bodies are our temples, sacred temples.
So I'll try to keep this short. I just wanted to respond to Andrea's point about the reaching out to me about the impact, how you found my work helpful as a frame or a lens into a situation that you already had kind of intuited and were working in. And that's, I really, in that earlier quote about the film, today's film, that stood out to me about how art is a way to cause feelings, causing feelings for the right people can lead to change. When I got that email about a month ago, it was one of the most meaningful emails I've ever received, because this paper, I had just gotten a job as a teaching writing. And it was the first paper that I really leaned into the poetics of the paper. So it's, officially an academic paper, but even the excerpts I read from today, the slope and the cadence of the language, I was trying to communicate affect in addition to feeling, in addition to just the ideas. And I cast it out like a message in a bottle, hoping it would resonate with somebody. And so to have your email and then to see the film and just how profound it was, truly. So much communicated in relatively little space. And just the last thing I wanted to mention about that was that what was one of the most profound parts of the film for me was how there were these moments of kind of questions, like the podcaster was asking, like, but how does this line up? Doesn't this sound kind of off? And there were these moments of like, something's not right here, but then it kind of got folded back into the standard narrative. And then at the end, the podcaster chose to kind of go along with the experience and the eye shades and the kind of Western emphasis on getting outside of the body and going to this transcendence kind of mode. And that's so much of what I'm seeing right now. It's that the long-termist language, the rhetoric of it is giving a plausible deniability where people are kind of going along with power at the end, even when they're sensing something is off. And so I just wanted to mention that I think both the film and my paper are kind of coming from a similar orientation of trying to like shift the frame and helping people see that there's more going on than they might think.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think, yeah, I definitely like to keep talking to you about the subject because I feel like we could kind of go off on some very in the weeds tangents. But I think one thing that really stood out in that paper for me and what I think I tried to kind of like fold into the film is like how to hold complexity within a situation. And I think that more poetic writing and as well as art is able to hold complexity within it in a way that hard science, which is mostly being used in the psychedelic space, is not able to touch upon in the same way. Yeah. But thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for your generosity and for your presence. And I hope to speak with a lot more of you. Thank you.